does good to union does really, really bad. I told you before, the country is run by special interest groups. You know it. I mean, these people do not have, they have special interests, but they're a little different from your interests. The latest example comes out of Washington State, where the teachers union has stepped in to turn down, get this, $13 million in free money from that evil Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Bill Gates National Math and Science Initiative. Because, try this on, it would directly compensate teachers whose students perform well. Oh my. I mean, we can't. These capitalist hooligans want to incentivize teachers to perform better? I think somebody should call the Rockefellers. This is crazy. We can't be teaching that kind of thing in our school. The real story is that only in America would we complain about our education system, complain about our taxes, complain about our stretched budgets and how we don't have money for PE, and then turn down millions of dollars for our children's education because the adults can't play nice together. Like any other special interest group, the Washington Teachers Union cares about protecting themselves first. The fact is, we need more merit pay for teachers, but we need much more than just that. We need healthy, private competition. We need schools that are allowed to compete with each other. We need parents who are involved through school choice. And we need reform of the idiotic tenure system, so, I know this is crazy, so that schools can actually fire the bad teachers. Something that, believe it or not, costs New York City 4 years in time and $253,000 to do. Unions have basically removed all forms of competition and incentive from the education profession. And now they're trying to remove private funding as well, it seems. As parents, anytime we all stand up and say, you know what, teachers union, sit your ass down, enough is enough. Get the special interests out of our energy companies. Get the special interests out of our immigration policies. Get them out of the capitals. And most importantly, get them the hell out of our schools. Cindy Omlin, she is the Executive Director for Northwest Professional Educators. Cindy, what is happening? This seems to me, just from the way I read the story, that this is really about the union saying, no, 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 you got to give us the money and we'll give it to the teachers. Right or wrong?
Oh, Glenn, you're exactly right there. This is a story about union control and the union agenda. It's all about the money. And in this case, it's a clear example that the union does not hold students' interests or even their members' interests as the highest priority. Washington State won't get one dime of this important grant to improve math and science achievement for students because the union couldn't get its hands on every cent of that grant. So everybody loses. The students lose, teachers lose, our state loses, our economy loses, and as you know, this state is heavily driven by math and science industries such as Microsoft and Boeing, which is one of the reasons Bill Gates is so interested in improving math and science. So it's really a sad example.
Is it too late now? Is there a chance to get that money? I mean, I grew up in the Seattle area. I grew up in Mount Vernon, Washington. And, you know, my uncle and my grandfather and my aunt, they all worked at Boeing. I know how important math and science is to that area. Any way to get that back?
I haven't heard of anything moving towards resolving this problem. In Washington State, the union is extremely rigid and inflexible, and it collects $63 million a year out of teachers' paychecks, which gives it a lot of money and power to intimidate and get its way. So no, I don't see it's changing its tune, and I don't see students becoming the first focus.
Could I ask, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just not up on the educational system in Washington State, as much as I should be, I guess. But if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there a bonus given to the teachers through the state last year? Same kind of thing?
Well, I'm not familiar with that, except unless you're talking about teachers generally do get some types of incentive pay. For example, if they get their national certification, they get extra pay. If they work extra duties, like being a department chair, they get extra pay. So that does happen. Okay, so it's okay if the state is doing it. It's okay to have incentives to go an extra step if the state does it for the union, but not if there's an outside source. Right, and
Yeah.
again, the state money is collectively bargained by the union.
Okay, thanks a lot, Cindy. I appreciate it. That's the real story tonight.